I just hit 500 subscribers on YouTube. Okay. I want this to be a message to everyone to follow your passions and keep doing stuff that you love, even if it feels like you're failing. It feels like you're not getting anywhere. It feels like you're putting your videos out and nobody's watching them. I want you to remind yourself that good things take time, and everybody has their own timing in life. Like everything that happens is, you're not going to achieve things in the same time frame as somebody else. And that's fine. And that's okay. It's perfectly fine. Don't give up. One of my favorite artists and musicians, Derek Zanetti, I always hear his lyric in my head. Keep your chin up, keep giving a fuck, don't give up. I hear that in my head all the time. I think that if you're passionate about something and you keep working at it and you put goodness out into the world and you just keep trying, you just don't give up, I think you can do anything. I really do. I know sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Sometimes it feels like I've been doing all this work for years and I've gotten nowhere, and I'm, what's the point? But when you think you've gotten nowhere, like, it's not true. You have gotten somewhere. Hey, do you have 10 YouTube subscribers? Well, that's more than you had, a year ago. I started my YouTube channel in 2020, and it was a creative outlet during the pandemic. And I was doing plan with me videos of like decorating my planner, putting down stickers, and it was just a creative outlet, and it was a thing that I was into at the time. And I still love playing with stickers and doing all that, but I don't really like use a planner in that way anymore. I still use a planner, but only when I feel like I need it. This is a passion planner daily, and I just use it when I want to, when I feel like I need a little bit of direction. And then sometimes I just get the urge to pull out like a blank notebook. I have tons of blank notebooks. I have traveler's notebooks. I've got this beautiful thing here that I will pull out from time to time and just do some journaling in, do some doodling and whatever. I have tons of blank notebooks. Partially finished notebooks, cheap notebooks, expensive notebooks. I have an Archer and Olive that is sitting in the box that I haven't opened because it's so pretty. I've had it for 4 years. I want to open it. What am I waiting for? I have this. This is a cheap notebook that I like dug. I don't know what I did. I had to put duct tape on the front because it like got a gash in it. These stickers are from my sweet friend April, from April to June Art. And then these are some stickers I made for stomach aches. It's just like a random little notebook. And all of this started because I just needed a creative outlet. Because I was a very creative kid, and I loved arts and crafts so much. And I was always, wanting to do, like, learn new things and learn how to paint and learn how to make little, like how to upcycle things. And I had these little Christmas carolers that are made out of toilet paper rolls that my mom still has. And they're adorable. Like, you just use like an old sock and you cut off part of it and you use the old toilet paper roll and a marker. And I've always loved stuff like that. And I loved just drawing and writing, like writing my name. I liked, typography, and I liked lettering, and I learned how to draw SpongeBob characters, and I was like really into that. And then I saw other kids and how great they were at drawing, and I just thought, like, I'll never be that, so I stopped. But that's also partially because I got into band in 6th grade, and it kind of took over my life. So that was my creative outlet that got me through school. Like, it was the only reason I was able to get through school and be somewhat sane. Band was my life. I played the clarinet, and I was obsessed with it. And I graduated high school, and then band was no longer a thing. So I didn't have that anymore. And I went right to college and to work. I was working while attending community college, taking a full load of classes. Don't let anybody tell you community college is easy. It's not. And I learned more and got more out of my community college education than I did from my bachelor's, from the 4-year institution, and my master's. I learned a lot at the community college, and I really am grateful for that. And I was able to continue working, and I was doing a paid internship, and I was trying to figure out what the hell I was going to do with my life. I wasn't doing anything creative. I was just trying to adjust to life post-high school, trying to figure out, like, try to keep my grades up in college and figure out what I was doing for work and, like, what did I want to do. And the thing I wanted to do throughout college, my dream, my goal was I wanted to be a video game journalist. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to write about video games for a living. And I wrote about video games for fun. That was my creative outlet. It started as a creative outlet, and then it became something that just caused me a lot of stress. I had an undiagnosed anxiety disorder at the time. I could not take any kind of negative feedback on the internet, and I got a lot of it. You know how gamers are. And I was like writing these articles, and we never really got anywhere. We did get a couple like codes to play games early and stuff, and that was fun. And I say we, it was me and my husband and a few of our friends. We did this video game review thing, and it just started to become something that gave me anxiety and was taking the joy out of gaming for me. I was like, I just feel like gaming needs to be a thing that I do that enriches my life, that is a hobby, it's something I love, that I need to just do for fun. I don't want to write about video games. I don't want to have to play video games so that I can write about them and give a review. I just didn't want to do it. So after a while, I stopped. And I didn't really have like any creative outlets. I wasn't playing the clarinet anymore. I wasn't drawing. I had the desire, like I was missing something, like in my early 20s, I was missing something, but I didn't know what it was. I was like, I just have this, like, there's like something missing. And I can identify it now looking back. It's like, it's creativity. Like, that's what was missing. Like, I went from, like, band was my entire life, and, like, reading music and doing the field shows and, like, preparing for the concerts every year and like trying to get better and better, like that was my life. And then that was just gone. And then it's like, all right, well, what do I do now? And I wrote about video games, and that was fun for a bit, and then that just gave me anxiety. It wasn't creative anymore, it was just work. I didn't know what to do, and I was still in college, and I painted a couple things. I painted a Goomba. It had a red background. I have a picture of it somewhere. If I can find it, I'll show you. I painted a Goomba, and I did a couple like one-off little things. I don't know. I don't remember what like caused me to like buy the paint. And that's another thing in high school that was big on. Me and my best friend Felicia. We made shirts with puffy paint for band every year. And that was a really fun thing. And I don't know what possessed me to buy the acrylic paint, but I remember buying it like at Walmart. I was like, I'm going to paint a Goomba. I don't know why, but I did. And it was fun, and I was like, oh, this is like not too bad. I enjoyed it. And then I got like a big girl job when I was 22, and I was very committed to it, and I was very committed to like doing the best that I could and going above and beyond and trying to climb the ladder and all that bullshit. And then I got passed over for promotions, and they were just using and abusing me. I was doing a lot of unpaid overtime. I was being, they took advantage of me and my, like, you know, I was young and I was ambitious and I just wanted to, like, you know, do the best work possible, even though they weren't paying me to do the best work possible. The pay that I was receiving, like, I should have been doing barely anything. But that job did, like, there were creative elements of that job. I did photography. I photographed events, and I did portraits of people, and that was a creative outlet for a while. And I liked that until, you know, they just kept using me and abusing me, and I stayed in the same role forever, and I got burnt out. I didn't want to do it anymore. So then photography became something that wasn't fun anymore, and it was just a job. And during the pandemic, I was, you know, spending more time at home, even though I was always spending time at home. I'm an introvert. I like to be home, but I was spending more time at home, more time like reflecting. And, you know, I'm getting into my late 20s then. I'm like, you know, what is missing? Like, something's missing. And I decided that I wanted to learn how to draw. Like, I wanted to pick that up again. Like, I drew those SpongeBob characters when I was young. And then, like, that was it. I never did anything else. I never thought I could. I didn't go to art schools. I was like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. And I had this really stupid mindset that, like, I had to be super good at something to do it, which is dumb. But I got this journal from my friend, Queen, and she got me this really nice Archer and Olive journal, and I used it as an art journal, and I started off doing, like, you know, just collaging, and then it, I don't know, one day it just hit me. I was like, I want to learn how to draw. Like, I want to try to draw something. I want to make an attempt to draw something. And I'm like, well, what am I going to draw? Well, what's one of my favorite things on earth? 3 Cheers. So let me try to draw the Demolition Lovers 2 artwork, the 3 Cheers album art. And I sat down with a reference photo. I printed a reference photo, and I sat down with the reference photo in my little notebook and a pencil, and I just tried to, like, sketch it out. It took me a long time and a lot of eraser marks. But I eventually got it to a point where I was like, oh, this is, like, kind of decent. This was fun. I enjoyed this process. And what did I learn in college was I learned a lot about graphic design. And I became very comfortable in Photoshop. But I had never used Photoshop, like, after college, I'd never really used it for anything except like minor photo edits. I'd never used any of the brushes. Like, I was just using it for like photo edits and, you know, using the clone stamp and the spot healing tool and all that. And then I was like, well, why don't I pull out my old printer from the closet, and why don't I scan this drawing and bring it into Photoshop and try to like digitize it, like try to recreate it digitally in Photoshop. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I did not have a tablet. I did not have any kind of drawing pad or anything. I had a mouse. I had a mouse, and I used the mouse to trace the lines that I had drawn with a pencil. And it took me quite a long time. But I was really enjoying the process, like a lot. And being able to like, okay, I kind of know my way around in Photoshop. I've never really played with these brushes, but like, let's figure it out. And I was like, you know, cutting and pasting and duplicating and using the clone stamp and like figuring out like, oh, well, her nose is too long here and I want to fix it, so how can I do it? Like, it was like problem solving. I wonder if I still have the scan of the original. I don't know if I do or not, to be honest with you. I know it's here somewhere. I'm pretty sure I have it. I found it. This is the original scan. This is the scan. So I had done it in pencil and then I traced over it in pen. And this isn't 100% the original because these are digital. The hair is colored in digitally for some reason. This was the original. And then this was after I like traced it in Photoshop, and his face is so fucked up. Like, the proportions are fucked up, but I was proud of it, man. I was like, fuck yeah, I did it. And then I kept messing with it, and I was like, his face is really bothering me. It's not right. And I did a lot of edits to it. This one, his chin is really small. Then we got to this point where I liked how he looked. And I was like, okay, I'm into this. I gave him 2 shots to the back of the head here. She's supposed to have them too. There's a version where she has them. I don't know why it's not in this one. There's so many versions of this, guys. It's crazy. I made this blood spatter pattern in Photoshop. I did a purple version because why not? I still have the Photoshop files. Shit, dude, hold on. Let's see if this is the original file. This is from 2021. Pretty positive. I got signed out of my Adobe. I gotta sign back in. Anyway. Getting sidetracked there. But there was always something missing. And then I found it with Cassie Makes Art, which was originally planning with Cass. And I was just making planner stickers. And I was doing Plan With Me videos on my YouTube channel. That was just a creative outlet. I enjoyed editing the videos. And here we are 5 years later. Because I started the YouTube channel in 2020. And I just hit 500 subscribers. It took me 5 years to get to 500. That's with incredibly inconsistent uploading and months and months and months of no uploads, of no activity. The fact that people have stuck around. And I've gone through like I started as like a planner channel, and now I'm like documenting my small business and my art journey, and I don't have a niche or whatever. I'm just documenting my life. I've got vlogs I'm working on, like, but I'm doing it because I enjoy it. Would I like it to become a revenue stream eventually? Yeah. I would love to get monetized on YouTube. I would love to, you know, have more time to create more videos. I love doing it. I want to inspire other people. I want to educate people. You know, people are asking me for advice on like how to start a sticker shop and how did you get started and all this stuff. And I want to do that, you know. I just want to say thank you for 500 subscribers. I know to a lot of people that's not a lot at all. That's 500 people that subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's just a milestone I wasn't sure I would ever hit. I remember hitting 50, and I remember hitting 100, and 200, and 300, and 400. My goal was to hit 500 by the end of 2025, and it is November 25th, 2025. And unless somebody goes and unsubscribes now, which they probably will, because that's just how things go, I did it. I hit 500. Thank you. I'm so excited to keep creating for you, and thank you for being here and sticking with me and just showing up and watching my videos. I really appreciate it. This is just another milestone, and we're just getting started. And I'm really excited to create more content for you in 2026. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you'll go back and watch some of my old videos. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.